Hey guys, it's Will here, coming at you with a video, something exciting for bolt action fans. Been waiting for this for a bit, but it is a army box for the newest faction that just came out. At the time of this recording, Russians have been announced and they look baller, and I'm so happy that they made the Katusha finally in plastic, so you can pre-order them now for October, I believe. Makes me wish I didn't sell my Russians, but too many armies. Can't focus on them to paint and stuff or play. And yeah, so our next, without further ado, we are talking about the Canadian-British starter set, the newest one for late war, winter. So it seems like a lot of these armies, if they're making a new starter set for it, if they don't either have one already or if, say, they're missing a certain theater. So like America, England was missing a plastic winter army set, so they made them into plastics, whereas Germany was missing plastic versions of veterans and like engineers and stuff, because they already had plastic winter, they had plastic basic, here. So their more specialty size of guys were missing in plastics. And for the Russians, it looks like they're getting a complete range refresh. So they're summer and late war stuff is getting into plastics. Well, look at that. We get the new sort of layout for how they are doing army sets now. So we get 42 plastic in here because that's how you're going to make your flamethrower and Piat teams. You're going to get your weapon teams, squad. You're going to get your two vehicles for your armored, and then you're going to get a 25 pounder. And that is winter themed, which is new. We're going to open this up here and see what we get inside. As we look on the top here, yeah, this is our heavy weapon squads, the new resin guys. We have our transfer sheets for the vehicles, damage markers for the vehicles. We have our winter 25 pounder with instructions. So I'm guessing the winter crew for this is in that heavy weapons box. Other damage counters. Bases with heads. Interesting. And they have numbers. So we have 2, 60, 61, 2. Belts, Sten mags, and their bases. Interesting. Interesting. They're going back to putting bases on sprue with stuff. So we get 7 so far, 7 of those. We have a Hummered car, which I've done a review video on that with my Gentleman War. Ka-chow, if I remember to put it there. We have our Firefly, which I got a bajillion of those now. Loose base. Tray of bases for our heavy weapons, and a oval base for the 25 pounder. And we have instruction manuals for the car, the Sherman, and the instructions for the infantry winter with pink guides and unit guides for kind of how they're built. So we got a Bren that's new. We got a mine detector for Polish. We got, so you make your snipers out of here. So yeah, you're gonna be making your snipers out of here. Your Brennan stuff. You can make your Canadians with the hats. Make your officer. And a gas mask? There's gas masks in here for your flamethrower. Oh, and there's shovels. So you can make your engineers out of this. Cool. So let's get right into looking at the main infantry sprue. This is the new stuff here. And then we'll get back and I'll have some of the models built so you guys can see that. So we have the sprue here. As you can see, this is all new, so we're kind of looking at it together. We have the uniform with some belts already kind of like molded in. We have our Lee Enfields, Sten, more rifles, Piat, a shovel, more rifles, more bodies, seems like they're getting away from the laying down bodies now, which is kind of nice. Thompson, nice, because some countries did still use the Thompsons. They still preferred them. I know there's some Canadians that used Thompsons. My grandpa, who was in the war, he had one. He didn't want to give it back. He instead of the Sten. So there's that, and of course other, British countries, or if you're going to make these into an engineer corps, or say a airborne unit or something that or the SAS, who liked their Thompsons, and were swapped over to Europe front, stuff like that. I could be wrong too. We have our flamethrower with the backpack, so every frame's going to have one, so you can make 5 flamethrowers in this. I'm probably going to do that. Probably going to make a couple of flamethrowers because I do have some light war Canadians already from a different company, so I'm going to make that. We also have our light mortars, our mine thing for engineers, and some more arms demo charges, I think. Or is this the battery pack for the mine detector? I don't know what that is. Then we have the Sten, wire cutters, flamethrower. We have our hats, helmets, arms, and pistols, and a flare gun. And then of course we have to the side, we have our different heads with the flamethrower head. So it looks like they don't come with helmets on right away, which is nice because then you can put whatever hat you want on them. So yeah, and of course they have their winter little things on, and then you can make your engineer boys. So there's that, and bottles and backpacks. So that's been it, guys, for the Canadian Crossing the Rhine starter box. Hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed seeing what comes in it, being a little quicker. I should have some pictures later on in my Twitter if I post this before I finish making some stuff. If not, you should be seeing them now, popping up photos with stuff built and potentially primed. But I'm going to most likely be building some of these as engineers, just because I don't have really much in the sense of engineers. So I'm going to be building up the flamethrowers, PIATs, the engineer squads, and then maybe do 2 units of rifle boys. Because I already have a bunch of the winter-esque stuff. So this is more of just additional units for a cheaper cost than buying all the stuff individually. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and enjoying watching this video. I enjoyed looking through it. And hopefully we will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. Click the video. Click it. Click the video. You know you want to. Click it.